Hi, my name is Nitish and I'm part of the customer success team here at Sumtracker. Thank you for choosing Sumtracker to manage your inventory needs. We're confident you'll love it. In this video, I'll be giving you a full demo of how Sumtracker works and how to set it up. So here's what we'll be covering in this video. We'll see how you can connect your store and get started, and how to manage your inventory on your store with Sumtracker, how to keep inventory in sync across multiple stores. We'll also see how you can get notifications for low stock products, and what bundles are and how to set them up, and what purchase orders are and how to generate one, and a couple of other reportings that could help you with your analysis. Now let's get started. The first step is to connect your store to Sumtracker. Here, I'll show you how to connect a Shopify store, but the process is similar for other channels as well. You can connect as many stores as you need. So to start off, from the dashboard, I'll click on Connect Your Store, then select Shopify and follow the instructions on screen. You'll need to install the Sumtracker app in your store first. Once connected, you'll see the store listed under the Stores List section in the dashboard, and all the active product listings with SKUs will start syncing to Sumtracker. Let's open up a product and check what information is syncing from Shopify. You'll see the product and variant names, SKU, barcode, product image, and category have all come in from Shopify. If you have multiple listings for the same product, make sure they have identical SKUs so they'll be linked together to the same product in Sumtracker, allowing you to manage inventory for all these listings in one place. Don't worry, Sumtracker won't make any changes to your store when you connect it. It just reads the product information. Next, you'll notice that the sync status for the store is off. For Sumtracker to update inventory in your store and sync orders from Shopify, you'll need to turn on the sync. To do that, simply click here and follow the on-screen instructions. When you copy inventory, the inventory in your store will be copied to Sumtracker, making it the initial inventory in Sumtracker. Any inventory changes will be made from this stock number. Now, the next step is mapping the locations and warehouses. Shopify supports multiple locations, and so does Sumtracker. Here, you can see I have two Shopify locations, Denver and Ohio. I want to mirror these locations in Sumtracker. By default, your Sumtracker account will have a warehouse created. So I'll map the Denver location to this. For the Ohio location, I'll select Create a Warehouse from the dropdown. Now, the default warehouse will be renamed to Denver, and now I have two warehouses set up in Sumtracker, Denver and Ohio, both mapped to the respective Shopify locations. Once the locations and warehouses are correctly mapped, confirm and turn on the sync. Great! With the sync now turned on, Sumtracker becomes your primary source of truth. This means all inventory changes should only be made in Sumtracker. If you make any changes directly in your store, Sumtracker won't detect them, which could lead to stock mismatches. If you have multiple stores, you can connect and turn on the sync for those stores as well in the same way. Just a couple of things to keep in mind when you're connecting multiple stores. If your stores have common products, make sure both listings have identical SKUs before connecting. This ensures that they sync to the same product in Sumtracker, keeping the inventory for common products in sync across all stores. Now that your stores are set up, let's take a look at how the sync between Sumtracker and your store works. Once your store is connected and sync is turned on, inventory is synced from Sumtracker to your store. At any point, Sumtracker only syncs inventory numbers to your store and no other data is synced. Orders and product information continuously sync from your store to Sumtracker. When an order comes into your store, it's synced to Sumtracker, and based on the order status, inventory is automatically adjusted. You can use any fulfillment app to update the order statuses on your store, and then Sumtracker reads and updates order status from your store. And you'll continue to add new products directly in your store, and those products will sync to Sumtracker, where you'll need to update their inventory. Now let's talk about the inventory statuses in Sumtracker. Sumtracker has 4 primary inventory statuses, namely in stock, booked, available, and incoming. In stock refers to the actual physical stock in your warehouse. The booked quantity is the number of units that have been committed to unfulfilled and open orders that are not shipped out yet. Available quantity is the actual stock available for sale, which is calculated by subtracting the booked quantity from the in-stock quantity. There's also an incoming quantity which reflects stock that's arriving on a purchase order from your supplier. We'll see this in action when we get to purchase order part of the video. Now that we're in stock by location, let's explore what we can do here. Stock by location gives you inventory details for each product at different locations. If you have inventory at multiple locations, you can toggle between them from this drop-down. You can also make quick adjustments to the inventory by selecting the product, choosing the adjustment type, add to stock or reduce stock or set inventory to a specific number, and entering the quantity. You can even add a reason for the adjustment, which will be helpful when reviewing it later. Once you save the changes, the inventory gets updated. You can set low stock alert thresholds in Sumtracker from stock by location. You'll get an email notification every day with a list of products that are below the alert threshold. You can also see low stock products on the dashboard under the low stock products widget. And you can click here to view all the low stock products at this location. Moving on, let's look at stock adjustments. Sometimes, inventory levels need to be manually updated due to reasons like damaged goods or stock discrepancies. If you're adjusting stock for one or two products, you can do it directly from the stock by location section as we discussed earlier. But for adjusting stock for multiple SKUs, use the stock adjustment form. Go to the stock adjustment section and click Add New Stock Adjust Form. Select the warehouse, the type of adjustment, and the reason for the adjustment. Then, go to the Products tab, click Add Products, select the products and enter the quantities. You can add products in multiple ways. You can use a barcode scanner to scan products and add them to the list. Or if you have many products, you can upload them all at once via a CSV import. After adding the products, click Mark as Complete. Sumtracker will then reflect the updated stock across all your connected stores and channels. Next, let's move on to bundles. Sumtracker allows you to group products together to create fixed bundles or multi-pack items that are sold as a package. This is especially useful if you sell bundles or kits in your store. Let's create a bundle. Start by selecting the bundle SKU. Here, I have a 6-pack of coffee mugs. I'll select the 6-pack SKU and add the components. I'll search for the single coffee mug and add it to the bundle. Since this is a 6-pack, I'll include 6 units and click Save. If your bundle includes different products, no problem. Just add them as components. For example, I have this fishing kit that includes a nipper, zinger, and forceps. After adding each component and its quantities, the bundle inventory will be automatically calculated based on the inventory of its components. For instance, here I have 174 single coffee mugs in stock, and since each bundle contains 6 coffee mugs, I can create 29 bundles in total. Sumtracker will now automatically track the inventory of each item in the bundle. So, when a bundle is sold, stock levels for each component in the bundle are adjusted accordingly. Next, if you have multiple locations or warehouses, the stock transfer feature helps you manage inventory movement between them. To transfer stock, go to the stock transfer section, click New Stock Transfer Form, select the source and destination warehouses, choose the products and enter the quantities. Stock transfers make it easy to optimize stock levels across your warehouses instead of having to adjust the stock in one location and then putting it back in the destination warehouse. Before we dive into purchase orders, let's first set up the suppliers list and purchase prices. We'll be needing them when we're generating purchase orders. The suppliers list stores information about your suppliers. You can add as many suppliers as needed. To add a supplier, go to the supplier section and click Add Supplier. Enter their details. You can also include the currency that they operate in, as Sumtracker supports multi-currency. Purchase prices are where you add the prices you've negotiated with your suppliers. Link these purchase prices to the products they supplied. Often the purchase prices are confused with the cost in Sumtracker. Purchase prices are the rates you've agreed upon with your supplier. The cost price, on the other hand, represents the overall cost of your inventory, which may have been bought at different purchase prices. Purchase prices are used for generating POs, while cost prices are used for COGS calculations and valuation. Now that we've set up purchase prices and suppliers, let's create a purchase order for some black t-shirts. I'll select a textile supplier and enter the necessary details. Then, I'll add the black t-shirt and bring in 10 units. You'll see that the purchase price has been automatically added. Once the PO is finalized, you can send it directly to your supplier via email. Just click here and send. You can also share the PO as a link or print it out to mail it. Now, when your supplier ships the order, mark it as incoming. This means the PO hasn't been received yet, but it's on its way. Looking at the inventory, you'll see that the incoming quantity reflects the stock coming in from the PO, but the in-stock quantity remains the same until the PO is received. When the PO arrives, you can receive the stock to update your inventory. You can receive partial stock if the entire order hasn't arrived yet. In case you have only received 5 units in this shipment and the rest will be delivered later, you can do that as well with receive products partially. Add in the products and the quantity that you just received. Now, we currently have 4 units in stock. So once we receive this PO, the incoming quantity will drop and the in-stock quantity will increase. Let's try receiving 5 units in this order and see how the inventory numbers change. Now that I have received it, the initial stock was 4 and the incoming was 10. After receiving 5 units, the in-stock is now 9 and the incoming is 5. With the purchase orders capability, you can seamlessly track both the incoming and outgoing inventory with very little effort. The last section we'll cover today is reports. Sumtracker offers a range of reports to help you analyze your inventory data. You can filter the data in reports to focus on what's important. Let's take a look at the Sales by Product report. The Sales by Product report gives you a detailed breakdown of the number of units sold for each product. It shows you how many units were sold as individual items and how many were sold as part of the bundle. This way, you can easily track both standalone and bundle sales for each product. And the total sales and COGS report will show you the total sales value, cost of goods sold, and the gross profit for each product over a selected date range. This can be essential for understanding your product profitability and the overall business performance. With the historical inventory report, you can look back at your inventory at any given point in time. For example, if you need to know what your inventory levels were 3 months ago, simply select the date and time, and the historical inventory data will be displayed. This is particularly useful for audits, end of the month reconciliations, or analyzing past stock levels. This stock gives you what the inventory was for the selected time, and this gives you what the current stock is. Next is the forecasting that Sumtracker has to offer, called the Days of Inventory Remaining report. This report estimates when you might run out of stock for each product. It calculates this based on several factors including sales volume over a selected period, current stock levels, and incoming quantities. For example, if you have 129 t-shirts in stock and you sold 20 units in the last 90 days and you have 100 more units arriving soon. Based on this information, Sumtracker estimates that you'll run out of stock in about 130 days. This gives you a heads up to reorder inventory before stock runs low, helping you prevent stockouts and keep your business running smoothly. This helps you stay ahead, ensuring you're well prepared for future sales and stock needs. Sumtracker keeps track of every significant change with detailed logs. Inventory log records all inventory-related movements, such as receiving stock from a purchase order, fulfilling customer order, or making manual stock adjustments. By reviewing this log, you can trace any stock discrepancy and maintain accurate inventory records. All key actions taken by users, like refreshing inventory or enabling sync, are recorded in the user activity log. This log also identifies who made each change, giving you full visibility into user activities within the system. This is vital for ensuring accountability and tracking user actions. Sumtracker makes it easy to collaborate with your team by allowing you to invite colleagues to manage your inventory together. From the Sumtracker settings, you can quickly invite users by entering the email addresses and name. Once invited, your colleagues will receive an email with an invitation to join. After they accept, they'll have access to your Sumtracker account. You can also customize permissions for each user based on their role. Whether you want someone to only view orders, manage stock adjustments, handle stock transfers, or have limited access to purchase sections, you can set up specific permissions for each user. This level of control ensures that everyone on your team has access to the tools they need while maintaining security and organization. With this, we've come to the end of this demo of Sumtracker. I hope you have enough information to understand what Sumtracker is capable of and if it's going to solve some of the problems that you're looking to overcome. To help you get started, our Help Center offers detailed guides that covers all the features available in Sumtracker. If you can't find the information you're looking for through the help articles, you can always write us a message to our support chat, which is available in the bubble in the bottom right. And as a final note from our team, the one thing that we do at Sumtracker and one of our biggest missions is to build a simple yet effective system that sellers love as much as the products they sell. So, I want to thank you for watching our video and I hope you found it useful. Thanks again and happy selling.